Hey everyone, Matt Cribbs here, and welcome back to Wednesday Morning Drive for Wednesday, March 14th, 2018. I'm glad to see you here. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I wanted to talk a little bit about why. So, back earlier in the year, I was actually recording what proved to be my last episode of Wylands, and Wylands was a series. It was doing well. I was enjoying it, and I was actually getting content out on a daily basis, and things were growing, and everything was going well. And as I was set that episode to render, I picked up my phone and I checked my email, and there was what is now an infamous email from YouTube saying that they were making changes to the partnership program, and basically demonetizing small channels. Channels under whatever the numbers are, I don't remember off the top of my head. 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, something like that. Which I fall into. And that email just it took the wind out of my sails. It just demotivated everything. And I went through denial, all the stages of grief, anger, blah, 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 all of that. But did a lot of talking with other creators I know, YouTubers I know, and reading, and really tried to get to the issue of why. Because, let's face it, I'm not making money off this channel. Not making a lot. The ad revenue is, practically zero. Not zero, but practically. And I think when it came down to it, that plays a little bit of a part in it. So, if it's not the money, if it's not this, and YouTube is saying, oh, we have to make this change for the, the health of the ecosystem, why did it get to me? And why did it just basically kill all of my desire to do anything video-wise? And, after a lot of thinking and I won't call it soul searching, I guess soul searching, it basically comes down to, the inequality of the playing field and changing the game midway through, for me. So, I got in this, I'm doing this, I love it, it's so fun. I like the process of recording, I like the process of editing, I like the process of, putting stuff out there, talking to people, all of that. But, in the back of my mind, there was always this view that, to do videos, to do YouTube is about growing, and it's about getting, revenue, and it's about getting, making a bigger and a bigger channel and meeting these milestones. But this action, they kind of moved the goalposts. They said, well, to do this, and I was already a channel that was, fully whatever. I had all the settings. I met all the goalposts. I was monetized. I'd already felt like, oh, now I'm I'm a real channel. And so it was working. And then they moved the goalposts and said, poof, you're not anymore. So it was kind of like a validation level, a stamp, that would, say, okay, you've made it. You have this feature turned on, and now you've made it. So, that kind of, bright sun in my eyes. Taking that away, kind of said, well, you're not important anymore. You're not real. Whether, that's true or not, that is what it felt like. So that happened. And then, the very concept that there's these gateways, that there's these milestones that you have to reach, and, you have to get whatever to have this feature turned on, and whatever to have this feature turned on, that doesn't sit well with me either. And I know everyone does it. Twitch does it for all of these, but, why can I not have a platform that I go and I do this and I have all the features I need? Why put these artificial gateways and artificial milestones and bars in this path to progress, if you were? And then taking that train of thought, wait, why is this even the path of progress? Why do I care about watch hours, and why do I care about, subscribers, other than the fact that I like you guys and I'm making this for people? But why do I care? Why do I care about making sure my thumbnails are right? And why do I care? And it boiled down to the fact that everyone there's this like unwritten assumption, there's an unwritten rule out there that the YouTube game, the video game, is about, you know, making a bigger channel and making revenue. And I realized that no, it's not. I don't give a crap about that. I make money from a good job, and I'm fine with that. It's not about that at all. This is a hobby for me. And how many other hobbies do you get, you know, paid to do? You don't. So all the rules about what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do things, and, you know, what is progress and what is success, and, you know, all of those, I realized that I was measuring myself, and I think everyone measures herself, by a false standard. All of these, the entire guides and communities and things you read and how do I make a channel, all of that stuff is geared with this unwritten assumption that you are in it to grow a channel and make, you know, money. And I think that's bullshit. I'm in it to have fun with the process, to enjoy myself, and to, you know, make something that I like, and maybe someone else will too. I don't really care. I mean, I care. I hope you like it. But that's not the motivator. And once I realized that, everything changed. I realized that I was basically doing YouTube wrong. I was doing YouTube according to rules that someone had set that don't apply to me, that aren't about what I do. And I think that was liberating. That was freeing. That let me get over the anger. Now, I still have issues with YouTube's approach, and Twitch to a lesser extent, that, you know, they're kind of building their platforms and the feature to those platforms with that underlying rule as kind of a basis for it. Like, if you look at YouTube, they have the partner pro, they have, you know, unlock features by growing this, and they do this, and they perpetuate the rule. They create this rule that, you know, the way you use our platform is to reach this goal, and that's what you should be doing, and that's kind of built into all their communication and features. And I don't like that. And I think YouTube has lost its way from where it started as a, you know, more of a hobbyist, more of a crafty, more of like a Etsy for video, if you will, that, you know, you're putting stuff out there, and they're small people, and they're a business. And that's, you know, what they're focusing on. You can't really fault them for that, except for the fact that I kind of miss the, you know, marketplace for smaller niche, you know, kind of hobbyist type stuff, which is why you'll see me, you know, putting stuff in Facebook native video, doing more Twitch streaming myself, and maybe, you know, other platforms, and expanding and putting stuff out there, because it's just getting the stuff there that I think is more important rather than, you know, being successful on a platform. So that's kind of the philosophy that I'm following now. But I still didn't come back. I still didn't start to record and make content again, because I had kind of like, well, all right, so now I know what my motivation is, but what am I excited about doing, and why am I doing this? And I kind of, you know, I liked Wildlands as a game. It is a fun game, but I was kind of playing it because it was new, and it was getting, you know, lots of excitement, and, you know, it wasn't an oversaturated market, and so I could get viewership and all of that, and a lot of those reasons are the wrong reasons. Those are the reasons that if you're geared toward that grind, that earning income goal. And so I was sitting there, I'm like, well, okay, if I was doing that game for the wrong reasons, what do I want to do? What do I want to make? And I tossed around all sorts of ideas. You know, I do lots of building and do-it-yourself stuff, and all kinds of things that I like and things that I'm interested in, and could I do that as something I want to do? And then one day I was watching a stream by Clobberstomp, and one of his viewers brought up a game. Clobberstomp does role-playing games, massively multiplayer role-playing games, that's his channel. That's what he loves to do. And so he was playing, I think, Lineage 2 at the time. Go watch him, he's great. And one of his subscribers brought up a sci-fi, space-themed role-playing game. And Clobberstomp made this offhand comment. He's like, well, you know, I don't know if I'm going to play that, but, you know, he knew I was there. He's like, but, you know, Matt, this sounds like right up your alley. And it was like a light bulb went off. I'm like, holy crap. You're right. It does. And even bigger than that, holy crap, I have an alley. I actually already have a niche. I have a theme, stuff I do, and I wasn't even consciously aware of it. And it was funny, if you look back at my Steam library, I tweeted this out, you'll see recommended content categories are space sims and space exploration and all of these games all centered around space and sci-fi. And if you look at my desktop on my computer, it's, you know, I have an Atlas V rocket launch, and I have, you know, all, you know, a Death Star in the theme of our saying, you know, CC n'est pas un moon. This is not a moon. So it's a great wallpaper. But I realized I was already living with a theme and the things I like to do just naturally. And that is space and sci-fi. And so that's what I'm doing now. And I've never been happier. So hope you're happy too. I will keep seeing you. And I'm going to focus this chat here on what's going on in, you know, sci-fi news, space news, anything that has to do with the stars, and man's either present or future out there. Later. Bye.